Hello, my name is Chris Voisey, and I am a communication and presentation skills tutor with the Blue Frontier Path Online Academy. And today we are talking to a new personality in the Blue Frontier Path Academy, and that is a young man, Mr. Tsepo Masipa. So it's great to have you with us today, Tsepo. So a big welcome to you, and thank you for giving us some time. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on Tsepo because he's had a number of years experience in research, supervision, in community engagement, module and project facilitation, etc. And I'm sure he'll share some of that with us in the interview today. He's also a qualified econometric practitioner trained by the University of Pretoria. And he holds bachelor's, honors, and master's degrees in economics and in commerce. He's currently working on his PhD, which I believe is examining the impact of corruption and other indicators on government effectiveness and economic growth in South Africa. So, Tsepo, I could go on. There's a long list of all the things you've done here for such a young man, but I think I want you to talk. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Tsepo. Where do you come from? What is your background?
All right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for such a lovely introduction. Like you said, my name is Tsepo Masipa. I'm quite a young fellow, coming from Limpopo, studied at the University of Limpopo. But part-time, I also studied at the University of Pretoria, where I was also trained as an economic practitioner. Tsepo's passion is around research, and he has worked a lot with he has collaborated a lot with researchers and with a lot of institutions that deals with research. As you can see from his profile, that he has published a lot of papers around that. But recently he has developed quite a passion about community, deeply involved in community issues, hence the establishment of the NPO.
Yes. Yeah, in fact, that really interested me, Tsepo. So that's the Tuzavana Udzana Chikolo. Have I said that correctly?
Come again, sir?
I was just saying the name of your NPO is Tuzavana
Udzana
Chikolo, yeah, which is about children going to school. Am I right?
Yeah, keeping them to school. We simply support them. We identify them children from poor background. Tuzavana Udzana Chikolo is an initiative that deals with assisting children from poor background. We work together with the community, with all the tribal unions as well as the schools to identify them, to identify their families and give them the necessary support in terms of uniform and all school-related needs. So it was established in 2018 and it has been active since then. So that has been my passion, and it has allowed me to know my community and to also know how I can help them. So it's been quite a journey, and it's been a very lovely journey.
That is fantastic.
So that is about...
Carry on.
Yeah, that's more about on the community level, that's me. But on an academic level, I've pushed and I'm currently busy with my PhD. Hopefully next year I will graduate. So yeah, that's just me, a young fellow who's passionate about his community, who's also passionate about research, issues of mentorship, issues of motivational talk. So those are the issues that I'm quite passionate about.
Yeah, and obviously, that you have a strong background in that in terms of your education, your interest, and your passion. So your interest is both at a community level and at a bigger sort of national level, particularly with your PhD, which you're looking at the whole area of governance and how government is happening in our country. Am I correct with that, Tsepo?
Definitely. So even if you check the number of papers that I've published, they're always around issues of governance, issues around corruption. So I've been I've dwelt much into that. So I thought I should advance them, and hence I'm busy with my PhD around those issues. So those are the matters that I'm quite close to, and they're very close to my heart.
Yeah, that's really excellent. And you live in the Limpopo area, Tsepo, am I correct?
Yeah, but currently I'm in Gauteng.
Oh, you're in Gauteng. Okay. So tell me something about Tsepo the man. Are you, tell us about some of your personal life. Are you a married man? Are you a family man?
No, I'm not yet married, but I'm very family orientated. So yeah, I'm that kind of a guy, very family orientated. And since it's only now that I'm getting to know my family very well, because I've spent most of my time at university. I spent most of my time. So now at least I spend time with mom, spend time with my siblings, get to know them better, get to know the things that, get to know the most basics about your family, because we spend most of the time away because of school and because of work.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. And in terms of the Blue Frontier Path Online Academy, Tsepo, because obviously you bring something to the organization in that you can help people with dissertations, you can help them with research, because a lot of young people today are trying to get themselves qualified, but it's not that easy. Those sorts of studies are difficult.
Indeed, Chris, you are very much right. I think I will definitely have, I do have my own unique skills, and I do have my own things that I can offer to the organization because of my personality as well, and because of the experiences that I've learned throughout my life, both as an academic and as someone involved in the community. For example, I've been responsible for teaching plus 400 students for 5 years. So the idea that, yes, my class was that big, and I was still young. So the university gave me such a big responsibility. And again, working with the community, it's a responsibility on its own. So I believe that my abilities are unique and they can contribute greatly to the Blue Path Academy.
That's fantastic. So you feel you've really got something that can help people who are struggling with research and with studying in general, because it's very demanding. And very often these days, people are also working, they're trying to earn money, and they're studying part-time, they're trying to do it all. And it's very demanding.
It's quite difficult. And we all know that research, it's a journey on its own, which is quite lonely and very challenging. So without support, without proper support structure, you're definitely not going to make it.
That's brilliant. So you can actually see yourself as someone who can take somebody's hand and support them along that journey of research and dissertation and so on.
Definitely.
Okay.
Plus, I do have experience when it comes to research supervision. Look, there is a lot we can talk about, but I believe that I can still make necessary contributions. And looking at the platform, the Blue Pathway, it's a great platform for me to showcase my skills as well.
That's fantastic. Tsepo, I'm not going to take any longer because we have a time limit on our interview, and it's just to introduce you so people can see the sort of man you are and how you can help them. So I want to say a very big thank you for taking some time to chat to us this afternoon, and we look forward to seeing more of you.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Tsepo.
Have a lovely day, sir.